Today's video is a bit random for you guys. I'm going to be focusing on some random skills that I've acquired over time, and I'm going to be sharing it with you guys. If that sounds interesting to any of you, why don't you come with me? Generally, if you're going to lay a trap for an animal or a snare, a place like this, where it looks very obvious that animals have come through because there is a natural gap in the trees, is where you would want to place it. Animals will follow the place of least resistance, and a place like that is definitely where they would go.
In New Zealand, it's generally mammals that leave these bush highways. For example, possums, as they move between their homes throughout the week. Birds just fly wherever they want.
I have just come across a river down at the bottom of this valley. It's slowly moving through, but to get down is quite treacherous. There are many young shoots of plants and trees that are starting to grow.
The idea here is not to kill any young shoots. In fact, it would be easier if I just found a spot where deer might have walked down the bank previously.
As I'm following this route along, it's just continuous bank. This is an unmarked trail, so again, as an animal would do, I'm finding the spots of least resistance. As I keep walking, I'm continuously coming across big, steep embankments right down to the river. Unfortunately for me, this spot here looks as good as any. In my bag today, all I have is rope, a knife, and a pencil. Fortunately, it's not all about what I've brought with me, it's also about what I have with me. Having been sailing for 5 years, I know quite a few knots. One is a reef knot, which is pretty much a knot that can bring two ends of ropes together, and a Carrick Bend, which does it but more securely. I'm trusting my life on this one, so I think I'm going to use a Carrick Bend. That's a loose Carrick Bend right there.
If you're interested in learning how to tie a reef knot and a Carrick Bend in more detail, I've got a video in the description you can check out.
Okay, we've got our rope sorted, let's go.
There are a couple ways I can go down this bank. What I'm doing here is called a South African belay. It works as your harness and a rope, as it wraps around your body and you can slowly release yourself. And since it doesn't require any knots, you can just pull one end of it and you can get it all back. However, there is a second way that I know of. In this case, it's the Bowline knot, or Bowline. It's one of the perfect knots for tying around trees, and in this context it's going to be very helpful. Another similar knot to this one is the anchor bend. If you'd like to learn more about these knots, which I hope you do, I've got videos in the description you can go check out. Unfortunately with these knots you can't actually get the rope back unless you're smart. Luckily I've got a trick up my sleeve on how you can get it back.
Here we are. Now I reckon I might be able to get halfway down there without any ropes. We can use this. Alright, just pop the knot on the end, put it between these two trees. The stick is holding quite well.
The basic idea of the stick is when I finish the descent, I can walk about left and right so the stick becomes unlodged and then I can pull it down.
Got the rope. I can just get down.
At the bottom, I can yank the rope around a bit. What I'm trying to do is move the stick away from one of the trunks so that it dislodges and I can pull it down the hill. I'm successful here, so I pull it down. Then all I have to do is coil up the rope. Believe it or not, but I've got videos on how to coil your rope properly in the description.
That was a gnarly embankment. Anyway, let's continue downstream. Just follow this out.
Slipped on some wet clay here.
Oh no. Yeah. Just made it up. Hey, there's a bridge. Is that? Oh, that's muck.
Anyway, cheers for watching the video, guys. As I said before, if you're interested in learning any of those knots, the videos are in the description. And if not, you can go ahead and watch this video right here.